Chicago's Drill Talk, Blackout. Once again, the black is out. Chirac Drill Talk. It's your boy Double M, man. Just checking in for a minute, man. I'm here for a minute, man. Bring back another deep one for y'all, man. We're taking this one to the southeast side right here, man. The southeast side right here, man. This one right here, man, my man, is about man. One of my best friends, man. Y'all sit back, kick back, check out this one, man. It's the story about Rob Jones, the creator. Rob Jones. We're going to take this one deep to the southeast side, but we're going to take it way back to the project days of Robert Taylor. Rob Jones stayed in the projects in the hole. They used to call it the hole. Over there on 53rd and 55th. He also had a couple older brothers named Raymond and Denny, and sisters that I choose not to name, and mom I choose not to name. We'll just call her Miss P. And one day Rob was coming home playing with this little female. At this time, these Robert Taylor homes were the roughest areas you could be in those days. So in the middle of a war between the gangster disciples, black disciples, and Cobra Stones, Rob came home from school playing with his friends as usual. But before he can get to his building, which is either the 53rd or 55th State building, a shot rang out. And Rob said he felt the feeling he never felt before. I could tell this story on one of his closest friends. And everything I say in this story is real. This is the story of Rob Jones, the creator. So kick back. Let me tell you a story. Man went blind and became one of the best musician artists in the world today. This is the story of Rob Jones, the creator. As Rob Jones came home that day, he came home in the middle of a war, like I said, between Chicago street gangs. Before he can get to his building, a bullet hits his head. The back of his head, to be exact. Hey, let me get a handkerchief over there. Rob is rushed to the hospital. One of the napkins. Rob is rushed to the hospital. Goes into surgery. But the doctor told his family that it was a piece of bullet lodged in his head that they could not move. Under no circumstance, if this bullet even moves at all, Rob could take a chance on dying from the bullet moving at all. But it lodged into his brain and took his sight. But Rob didn't let that stop him. As a kid, he always had talent and ambition. He was a Leo, so you know he had a lot of heart for things. Rob always was never trying to be Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles. Rob Jones was trying to be Rob Jones, the creator. As this guy grew up, he got off into a lot of music making, all the way around the board, making beats, writing songs, producing songs, singing songs, doing it all as a young kid. Growing up to about 12, by the time 12 to 13, he knew how to compose his own beats. At the age of 13, he knew how to make them, and probably a little sooner. Rob knew how to play different instruments as well. But his talent, and his true talent, and his always ambition was always singing. Robert was also a rapper. He wrote his first song with one of his best friends, three of his best friends. He had a group called Sons of the Ghetto back in his teenager days in high school. It was Robert, Frank, Zach, and JD. They called themselves Sons of the Ghetto. It was a group that they had put together. Rob and Frank was pretty close. So whereas JD and Zach was pretty much Rob boys. But Frank and Rob went to school together. So they really had a chance to vibe with each other with music. Two of the brightest guys in the school. Rob was blind, fresh clothes every day. And his buddy Frank had vision problems, but he was fresh every day as well. So Robert, as he come up through high school, he also goes back on to Oprah for a second time because he was also on Oprah when he was 10 years old when he got shot. And now I'm in high school with him at Curie on the south side. Von Curie was performing arts at that time, back in the early 90s. Robert was always a bright student, always came to school prepared, looking prepared, and feeling prepared. He used to also hang in the lunchroom with his buddy Frank and a couple more guys that was visually impaired. And they used to clown around on the table, breaking beats and rapping through lunch breaks through the school. They actually had got pretty popular for doing the music in the lunchroom on lunch periods. A lot of the kids used to always gather up 4th, 5th, 6th period whenever the guys cut and was in the lunchroom beating on the tables. They called themselves the VI crew. But Robert always had bigger ambitions. Him and Frank, there was also a couple friends that they had named Ronnie, Ricky, and Reggie. It was also, but out of the whole group, it was only Robert and Frank that really had that ambition. So all through school, Robert was a very popular guy. Like I say, he was on Oprah for the second time, telling him about the things he was doing after his tragic events, that he was still going strong and kept his grades up through high school. Ended up graduating, coming on out of high school, going to Columbia College. So Robert took up a lot of degrees in Columbia College, music, singing lessons, really crafted himself. And by that time, he dropped, songs like Catching Feelings, Cold, Mama, and other hit songs, Candy, and more. You can find these songs on YouTube right now under Rob Jones, the creator, with thousands of views. Like I said, one of his biggest hits is called Cold, Candy, Catching Feelings, and others. Even dedicated to his mom, he has a song dedicated to her as well. Rob Jones, after he came out of high school, he started moving all through the industry, messing with all different type of producers, from whoever you can name, from Metro Boomin to Future to Gucci Mane to all different artists. And he still is on point to this day, still making big hits. To this day, Rob Jones is one of the best ever music producers that can sing, write, rap, and do it all in one, and is blind. I definitely consider him the blind Dr. Dre of music, not just hip hop, because he can go all genres of music. You know what I'm saying? And he still stands to this day And I don't think Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder could touch him. Rob Jones is probably the best ever blind, all around the board music man. Write, produce, sing, rap, make the beat, do it all. No one is like him, and I think there'll never be another like him. Salute to Rob Jones, creator. Share, comment, and like, and look him up. He all over the place. Share, comment, and like Chicago Drill Talk 2027. This is the story of Rob Jones, the creator. I'm out, man. Later.